Dear students, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So, today we will discuss about the classification of elements in the periodic table depending upon their properties. ಅವುಗಳ ಗುಣಧರ್ಮಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ classification of elements in the periodic table. Classification of elements in the periodic table on the basis of their properties. On the basis of their properties. So, on the basis of their properties, these are mainly classified into three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. So, here it is nothing but classification of elements into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Look here students. So, here classification is mainly made on the basis of their properties. So, first classification, so we did on its periods, second classification on the blocks, and it is third classification depending upon their properties or based on their properties, that is metals, non-metals and metalloids. So, then how these are classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids in the same periodic table? Look here students, in the periodic table on the left hand side you will get metals, almost all those are metals, alkali metals, alkaline earth metals and d block elements are there. So, all these are metals. So, on the left hand side of the periodic table you will get metals, and on the top of the right hand side, you will get non-metals, p block elements, almost these are non-metals. And then in the middle, and then there is a horizontal line which shows the metalloids. So, therefore, let us see one by one how these are mainly classified depending upon their properties. These are classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Look here students, first one, let us see how these are classified into metals. What are the main properties of metals here? So, first one, number one, metals. Look here. So, these appears on the left hand side of the periodic table. So, these appears on the left hand side. Of the periodic table. So, these metals are mainly found on the left hand side of the periodic table. Look here students. So, number one, so metals are usually solids at room temperature. Except mercury. Mercury is the liquid due to its weak bond. It is liquid, and the electrons are in mercury, the electrons are tightly bonded. It does not participate with the neighbors. It has a weak bond. So, mercury is the exception cases. So, metals are usually solids at room temperature. It is number one. Metals are usually solids at room temperature. So many metals you observed: copper, calcium, magnesium, sodium, all these are solids at room temperature. So, metals are usually solids at room temperature. So, except mercury. Mercury is the exception. Except mercury. And another two metals are there. That is, and gallium and cesium. gallium and cesium. So these are liquids at room temperature. So that is, these are having low melting point. These are having a low melting point. Gallium and cesium also have low melting point. These are also having a low, gallium and cesium also have very low melting point, that is its melting point is near about 303 Kelvin, 303 Kelvin and 302 Kelvin. So these are having very low melting point. So look here students, metals are usually solids at room temperature. Then second one, metals have high melting point, and high boiling point. So all the metals are having almost all high melting point and high boiling point. So for example, magnesium is there, copper is there, iron is there, aluminum is there. These are always having high melting point and high boiling point. Then third one, look here, these are good conductor of heat and electricity. So these are good conductors of heat and electricity. Look here students, when an iron rod is taken and electric current is passed, it conducts electricity. And when one end of iron rod is heated, so the heat transfers and the other end becomes hot. So these are good conductors of heat and electricity. These are good conductor of heat and electricity. And the fourth one, these are malleable and ductile. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಕುಟ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. These are malleable and ductile. Malleable means these are made into sheets and ductile means these are made into wires. So metals are, these are malleable and ductile. Malleable means these can made into sheets. So these can be made into sheets. And these can be made into wires. Ductile, these can be made into wire, copper wire, aluminum wire, iron wire, mesh ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಶೀಟ್, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಶೀಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಶೀಟ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಇಂಟು, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆಲೆಬಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಕ್ಟೈಲ್, ದೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಶೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ಇಂಟು wire, malleable and ductile. And fifth one, these are lustrous. These are lustrous and having low ionization energy. Look here students, lustrous, shiny appearance. ನೀವು ಬಂಗಾರದ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಲೈಟ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಬಂಗಾರನೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೆಟಲ್, ಎಯು ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಮೆಟಲ್, ಲೈಟ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೈಟ್ ಹಚ್ಚೋ ವಸ್ತು ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಹೊಳಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. lustrous, these are lustrous, shiny appearance and having low ionization energy or low ionization enthalpy. These can lose electron very easily. ಇವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊತಾವು. So here it is about this metals. So properties of the metals. So what are the properties of the metals? So generally, so 5 properties are there. These are solids at room temperature. Metals have high melting point and boiling point, and these are good conductor of heat and electricity. These are malleable and ductile, made into wire and sheets, and these are lustrous and having low ionization enthalpy. So it is about metallic properties. Now let us see what are the non-metallic properties. Look here. Second one, non-metals. Look here students, the non-metals are located or placed at the top right hand side of the periodic table. Top right hand side of the periodic table. Top right hand side of the periodic table. So here, so non-metals, look here, non-metals are usually solids, liquids or gases. Non-metals ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. Non-metals are usually solids, liquids or gases at room temperature. ಇವು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ಗೆ. ದೆನ್ ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಪಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದಾವೆಲ್ಲ. ಪಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಫಾರ್ಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ರೀತು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅದ, ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಉಳಿಕಿದ್ದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಅದ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 11 ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಸೊ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಲೋ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೋ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಇವುಗಳ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ low melting point and low boiling point. ಇವುಗಳ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಲೋ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೋ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೋರಾನ್. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬೋರಾನ್ ಐತಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪೂರ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ of heat and electricity. ಇವು ಪೂರ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಹೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪೂರ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪೂರ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹೀಟನ್ನು ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಏತು ಪೂರ್ ಅದಾವು ಏತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್. So look here students, here the fourth one is very important one. Most of the non-metals are solids and brittle. ಇವು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಅದ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಲ್ ಅದ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೈದರ್ ಮೆಲೆಬಲ್ ನಾರ್ ಡಕ್ಟೈಲ್. ಇವು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಲ್ ಅದ. ಸೊ ಆದರೆ ಇವು ಮೆಲೆಬಲು ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಕ್ಟೈಲು ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವನ್ನ ಶೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತು ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ವೈರಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವು ಬ್ರಿಟಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಗಡಸಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಟಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ಆಯಿತು. Most of the non-metals are brittle. ಇವು ಹಾರ್ಡು ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ರಿಟಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ರಿಟಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ನೀದರ್ malleable nor ductile. Neither malleable nor ductile. Look here students. And then what is another one very important property? The non-metallic character increases from left to right. The non-metallic character increases from left to right. Non-metallic character ಏನದಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇದು non-metallic character increases from left to right across the periodic table or along the periodic table. Across the periodic table or along the periodic table. Look here students, these are the important property. So non-metals are usually solids, liquids and gases at room temperature. These have low melting point and boiling point, and these are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Most of the non-metals are brittle and are neither malleable nor ductile, and the non-metallic character increases from left to right across the periodic table. So it is about a non-metallic property. Then last one, metalloids. So metalloids means what? Metalloids are those which are having an intermediate property between the metals and non-metals. Metals ಮತ್ತು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. And these are also called as semi-metals. These are also called as semi-metals. Look here. Third one, metalloids. Look here students, metalloids. These are the elements which shows intermediate property ಅನ್ನಬಹುದು, which shows the properties of metals and non-metals. ಎರಡು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ತೋರಿಸೋದು, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ non-metals, or that is non-metals, that is intermediate property between metals and non-metals, are called metalloids. So these are called as metalloids. And example is, so you are very familiar with this example. So the example is silicon, germanium. So silicon, germanium, gallium. So you write germanium, gallium, arsenic, and then antimony also you may write antimony, etc. You may also write tellurium. So look here students, these are the elements which are having an intermediate property of metals and non-metals. So here these are called as metalloids, and these metalloids, you know, you are very familiar with silicon, germanium, which are used in semiconductors. So it is the classification. So here all the classifications are completed students. The first classification is mainly based on periods. We have completed 7 periods are there, and I have explained all those things, the periods, how the electronic configuration or principal quantum number plays an important role. And second one, they based on their blocks, S, P, D and F block, 4 blocks are there, and how they are classified in terms of blocks. And last classification in terms of their properties, metallic property, non-metallic property and metalloids property. So here all type of classification is over. And now let us see how the elements which are having the atomic number more than 100 or greater than 100 are named according to the IUPAC system. That is nomenclature of elements which are having atomic number more than 100. So students, here it plays very important role. Let us see one by one. Look here. Nomenclature of elements with atomic number more than 100. Look here students, nomenclature of elements with atomic number 100. Then here, so it is nothing but according to the IUPAC system. So IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It is a union of chemistry. So according to this, how these are named? Nomenclature of elements with atomic number more than or greater than 100 according to the IUPAC system. So why this IUPAC enters here? Look here, it is a very interesting one. So here these elements are named by the discoverer. These elements are named by the discoverer and the suggested name was ratified by IUPAC system. At the same time, scientists before collecting the reliable data of the new element, they claim for the discovery. That I found this element like this. They claim for the discovery. So it causes more problem. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹೆಸರನ್ನು IUPAC ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ IUPAC ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ದವರು ಅದನ್ನು ರೆಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ IUPAC ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದರು, ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟದ್ದು ಹೊಸ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು ಡಾಟಾ ಯಾವುದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಾರ್ದ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನೇ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ದೇ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ, ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಲ್ಲಿ. ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು? ಸೊ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ 104, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಎನ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ 104. The element with atomic number 104. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಬ್ಬರು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ here two scientists claimed, both, that is American scientist and Soviet scientist. American scientist and Soviet scientist claimed the credit. So claimed the credit for the discovery. Remember students, here American scientist and claimed the credit for the discovery. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದೀನಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ನೀ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನದಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ? ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೇರಿಕನ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋವಿಯತ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ with atomic number 104. Look here, first one, American scientist named it as Rutherfordium. ಇದನ್ನು ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟ. whereas Soviet scientist named it as Kurchatov-Im. ಈಗ 104 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ 4 ಅದ, 104 ಅದ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್, 104 ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ರಿಬ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅವ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅಮೇರಿಕಾದವ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವನು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಾ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ the elements. Remember students, these elements are named by the discoverer and the name suggested by the discoverer is sent to the IUPAC system, and the IUPAC system will rectify these names. Because here some scientist, before getting or before collecting all the data of the new element, they claim for the discovery. They claim for the discovery, and here it causes problem to the IUPAC system, and the IUPAC entered here. Because of these two scientists here, the element with atomic number, the American scientists and Soviet scientists claim the credit for the discovery of the element with atomic number 4. American scientists named it as Rutherfordium and Soviet scientists named it as Kurchatov-UM. Then which can we accept? So then IUPAC system made some rules. IUPAC system ಏನದಲ್ಲ some rules ಮಾಡ್ತು. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತು? ರೂಲ್ಸ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ನೀವು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಕಂಡಿಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ IUPAC ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ರಿಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ಡ್. then only the IUPAC will announce the name of the scientist. ಅವಾಗಷ್ಟೇ ಏನದಲ್ಲ IUPAC ಅದವರು ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಮನ್ನು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮೆಟಿಕ್ ವೇ ಬಂತಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟ, ಇವ್ ಕುರ್ಚಾಟೋವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟ, ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅದ. So therefore, to avoid such problems, the IUPAC has made recommendation that until a new element discovery is proved and its name is officially announced or its name is officially recognized, then only they announce the scientist name. And due to this reason, they have given a systematic way in which they named some other elements on the basis of IUPAC system by using its atomic number. So here they use the digits. That is called as root words 0 and the numbers 1 to 9. Let us see how they name these elements which are having atomic number more than 100. Look here, students. Number 1 here. So what is they mentioned here? Look here, I will write first. So how to name this? Notation for IUPAC nomenclature. Notation for IUPAC nomenclature of elements. IUPAC nomenclature of elements. So what are the notations they used? So here I will write first here digit. I will write here digit, and afterward I will remove this and I will write the names. Digit, and for this digit it is name. Here we have to name it name, and then abbreviation. Look here, students. So digit, name and abbreviation. Abbreviation means shortcut form. So here digit 0. If it is 0, then what is the IUPAC name for 0? So it is called as a nil. Nil means 0, and its abbreviation is N. And if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look here, students. 1 means it is called as un. 1 means it is un, and 2 means it is by. It is U, it is B, and tree. So that is it is tri. So TRI. Its abbreviation is T, and 4 it is quad. Quadium, quad 4. it is Q, and then it is 5, pent, it is P, hex, it is H, it is sept, septium, sept, S, oct, O, and then remember, not nonium, it is called as ennium, so that is N, E. Look here, these are all abbreviation short forms, and these are the names, and it is the digit. It is the digit. And how the elements are named? How the elements are named, which is having more than 100 atomic number. Look here, here I will show that I will write, that is first, I will write here atomic number here, and I will give some homework to you, atomic number, and then IUPAC name, IUPAC name, and its a symbol, its a symbol, and then I will write afterwards that official name, that is official IUPAC name. I will write a official IUPAC name, symbol, official IUPAC name. I will write afterwards. Look here, I will show one example. So here the atomic number is 101, more than 100. Atomic number is 101, and atomic number 101, how you will name this? Look here students, 1 means un, and remember here, according to the IUPAC system, we are using the digits and the numbers. Digit is 0 and the numbers 1 to 9. 1 to 9 number we are using here, 0 and 1 to 9 numbers are we are using. And remember, at the end we have to add IUM. At the end we have to add IUM, ending with IUM. It is very important, ending with IUM. Look here, first 1 is there, 1 means un. Look here, 1 means 1 not 1, un, nil. Look here, it is nil, un, 1, un means here 1, and then 0 means nil, 0 means nil, and again 1, that is un, nil, un, then end is IUM, end. Look here, 4 parts are there, 1 not 1, un, nil, un, end is IUM, end is IUM, un, nil, un-niyam. So here un, nil, un, yam. Look here, it is the first name, un, nil, un-niyam, and then it's a symbol. You may easily write UNO, UNU, UNU. So un, nil, un, UNU. Then what is the second name? 102. 102. Look here students, 102, un, nil, by. Look here, IUM. So look here carefully, in few cases they shortened, ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು name. In few cases they shortened the name. In case of by and try, ಬೈ ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರೈದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ, ಅನ್, ನಿಲ್, ಬೈ, IUM. ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಅನ್, ನಿಲ್, ಬೈ, BIIUM ಬಂತು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟನ್ ಟು ಅನ್, ನಿಲ್, ಬೈ, ಎಮ್. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಐ ತೆಗೆದ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಟ್ರೈ ಎಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಟ್ರೈದು ತಿಳಿತು. ಎನ್, ನಿಲ್ಲಿಯಮ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ, ಇವನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅನ್, ನಿಲ್, ಬೈ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 102, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 102 ಅದ. ಸೊ ಅನ್, ನಿಲ್, ಬೈ, IUM ಎಂಡ್. ಸೊ IUM ಎಂಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, 102, ಅನ್, ನಿಲ್, ಬೈ, ಎಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ IUM. It becomes un, nil, by, IUM. So the I is removed and it is shortened. So it is made shortened like this. Then next one, it is un, nil, by. Look here, one I is removed here. So two I is there, un, nil, by, ium. So it becomes that is un, nil, by, ium. But here it is un, nil, by, one I is removed, shortened. So then similarly, so what is the shortcut is UNB, then 103, un, nil, try, end. So end here, IUM, look here, un, nil, try, IUM, un, nil, try, IUM. So one I is removed. It is shortened. So it is un, nil, trium, un, nil, trium, UNT, un, nil, trium, UNT. Then similarly, so here I will write here 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 1110, 111. Look here students, for this we have to name like this. So here it is, remember, so first one un, nil, quadium, un, nil, quadium, un, nil, quadium. So UNQ, un, nil, quadium, UNQ, and then un, nil, pentium, pent, IUM, UNP, and then un, nil, hexium. So UNH, hexium. Then un, nil, septium, UNS, and un, nil, octium, UNO, and un, nil, ennium, UNE. Look here students, UNE, ennium, octium. So septium, octium, ennium, and then un, look here, here it changes, un, nillium. Look here, un, nillium, 1110, un, nillium, UU, that is un, nillium, N. Look here, like this, that is, you can name 118 elements. So here, one, it is a very interesting one. So unnium, unnium. Look here students. So here it is up to 111. And again we have to write 112 to then the official name also. So I will show here how to write these official shows, and I will remove this. I think you understand this. I will remove this and then you will understand here.